Hey guys, MrPokke here, back with another video, and today we're gonna be going through this new massive nuclear drama regarding Mr. EO or EOverse on the Prydwen tier list for Sparkle. Right now, it has gained quite a little bit of a controversy, especially in the comment section in Reddit, and we're just gonna take a look and see what's going on, right? So without further ado, let's get into today's content. Subscribe! No sound? No fucking way.
Expansion, everything. We talked about Jingyuan, talked about Sparkle, now that she's here, where her place in the meta is. We talked about Ruan Mei, and we even talked about Daniel, because some of you guys think that I hate Daniel. It's cool, it's cool, it's cool. Forbidden, you can't say hi to Moon. What the fuck? Last time we did this tier list, a lot of you guys were pretty skeptical about what was going on, and some of you felt like the S+ tier in particular was just not okay. And then we also talked about, obviously some of you can see the Sparkle is here now, she's a brand new character, and so a lot of you were trying to, Sparkle's gonna be an S+. I disagreed, I still disagree, but we can talk about that. I want to ask some other opinions on why.
Okay, too fast? Okay, 1.75, I got 1.75.
We'll go through all of S+, then we'll go through all of S, and then so on and so forth, right? And then we'll just kind of keep pushing from there. If this video turns out to be an hour long, hey, listen, you signed up for this, okay? This is right now is your time to leave. You can't leave. But I'm really not gonna give you a bite. I just want to let you know that right now. Going into S+ territory, Daniel is the new character in S+. How you feel?
I think honestly, like he deserves it. I think now with Sparkle being in the game, 100% his weaknesses, which is the main thing a lot of people are talking about, which is a quote-unquote problem. His weaknesses are now being filled in. Now he doesn't have something that's holding him back for what power he's able to dish out with his 3 skill point move. And now that Sparkle's in the game, giving him constant 3 skill point moves every single time he's on the field, not having to like micromanage whatever you're doing on the team. He just gets to do the damage he wants for free. And yeah. I think with him having no weaknesses anymore, with Sparkle being in the game and all the other SP positive characters in the game, what right now doesn't make him almost a perfect character.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't really think that's the case, just because it is not a brain dead function that you can always get 3 skill points. I'm talking about E0 deal, right? Because the thing is with Sparkle, you only get the 4 skill points back when you cast your ultimate. So effectively, she's plus 1 skill point out of 3 turns. Assuming that you are using her skill every single turn. And if you're not using Sparkle's skill, something is wrong. Because Sparkle's basic attack, more or less, is kind of like a bait. There's never a situation where I would ever not use Sparkle's skill. Like, I will always use a skill. So in that sense, Imbibitor Lunae's skill point economy is really not that insanely improved. But it does help a lot better though. Especially compared to, like, let's just say, for example, like Bronya. She's definitely less pressure compared to Bronya. Is he S+ tier? Honestly, I don't think so.
I think that I think he's definitely worth the S+ now because of the fact that Sparkle did come in.
I'm literally talking without the inclusion of my E2 brain rot, because if I were to include my E2 brain rot, he's gonna be the top of the class. Like, no one else even comes close. He's gonna be the E2 class. And it's just 1 league above everyone else. It's because it's exactly because I'm looking at him from an E0 S0 lens. That's why I don't think he deserves to be S+.
With the introduction of Sparkle as a character, Sparkle makes up for the fact that with Bronya in particular, you had to play Daniel a certain way, which typically was going to be, basic attack once, or like one X basic attack, and then Bronya boosts you up after every other character goes, gives you the skill points, and then you can use 3. So you were pretty much using 1 normal basic attack and then 1 enhanced basic attack every rotation, and you might have been able to go like 4 times.
Okay, anyone in chat with E0 Imbibitor Lunae, can you verify this for me? Because I'm 99% cocksure no one plays Imbibitor Lunae like this. Like, if you're gonna just slap in Bronya with Imbibitor Lunae and you use so much skill point to the point where you have to go basic attack into 3 skill point basic attack, then you might as well just go 3 skill point basic attack. Am I crazy? Like, I'm talking from an E0. I'm talking from an E0, but no one plays him like this, right? Like, no one actually uses his basic attack, right? Like, no one does that, right? Okay, so no one does it. Okay, yeah, I don't have E2 brain rot. Okay, I do, but like, even I know that no one plays it like this. This is just my opinion.
Not only is Sparkle bringing in guaranteed enhanced basic attacks every single time, but she's also bringing in a stupid amount of crit damage.
Yeah, I absolutely use Ting and Pella.
And she brings damage to carry that forward. So with a character like, so now you can just completely get rid of the imaginary damage orb and give yourself more attack. Now you can reach 4,000 attack with Daniel. You also don't need speed boots. You don't care about the 134 speed point. You want no speed. So now you can give him attack boots. You give him attack percent rope. You don't care about the energy regen. Because you might have Jingyuan on the team, or in some cases you can now replace Jingyuan with Pela. You don't really need to, but you can. So no matter how you build this Daniel team at this point, Sparkle is pivotal. Sparkle is now glued to Daniel the same way that Jingyuan would have been glued to Jingyuan for a long time, if not still to this day. And it works. It's fine. It completes him as a unit, as a core, as a synergy. And now we can say Daniel has a team synergy that is unique to him and serves the purpose of giving him everything that he wants to do and everything that Sparkle wants to achieve on the team. Yes, this is a future thing that's coming out in the team video. I'm making a new one, as I said I would do. So we're kind of here with that. But ultimately, I do agree with Daniel's placement getting brought up to S+. Now, Sarah, what were you saying?
Okay, I just want to say EO has some very interesting takes. And I want to learn as well, right? Because like I have E2 deal. I don't know what's going on in the E0, like the poverty-stricken areas in Bellabog, right? The wildfire mines. I don't know what the fuck's going on over there, right? In game, right? But like I don't think I would ever run speed boots on Daniel at E0. I don't think I would ever run ER rope on Daniel at E0. And with Ruan Mei, I could run attack orb if you have good crit ups. Without Ruan Mei, generally doesn't really matter. I do think that Sparkle is Imbibitor Lunae's best in slot support right now. I do agree with that. Essentially, she replaces, in my opinion, I feel like she replaces Pella, in my opinion. So the best in slot will probably be Jingyuan, Sparkle, HuoHuo, Imbibitor Lunae at E0. That would be my ideal choice. Because although Ruan Mei also works really well, I'd rather just leave Ruan Mei to my second side. So we can balance out the teams a little bit, you know? Because if we were to give Ruan Mei Sparkle, then the other side is just going to have Jingyuan Pella, which is definitely not going to be as balanced. So yeah, that's just my opinion. At easier.
Because I know you mentioned that you think Seele and Rehoo should have been up here before him.
And I want to know your reason as to why. E2 would be really
you
good.
have that unlocked. Let's go.
Oh my god, what the fuck is going on? Sparkle, by his clears, did not improve at the top. They became comfier with Sparkle, not better. He's in my O for a better general S tier with Ratio Seele. Because of the ease of use, but Jingyuan is still better with poverty support. So in my O, either deal to S or Seele to Ratio to S plus. Either way, it's fine. And also, best deal comp is still Teaming Ruan Mei over Sparkle because Teaming just skill point positive as Sparkle. Sparkle just allows attack.
He is, in my opinion, for a general tier.
I like how he makes the picture move around to fix my ADHD brain. Because if it was standing still, I would have lost interest. So he makes it move around so I can pay attention, right?
The reason I can't say that Seele and Ratio would go into S plus now is because they don't bring to the table what Jingyuan brings to the table. Like maybe Ratio, like maybe we could probably make an argument for Ratio, but that argument would have to have E1 S1 Topaz in mind. I don't see it happening with any other team comp or any, like if you add Pela and Bronya or something like that.
Nah, hard disagree in my opinion. I think Ratio is one of the most complete characters at E0, especially for MOC. Deadass. Particularly because, no, you don't need Topaz. You definitely don't need Topaz with Ratio. Because Jingyuan Pella, Jingyuan Ruan Mei, Jingyuan Sparkle, Sparkle Ruan Mei, Sparkle Pella, they all can function with Ratio. Ratio is just like, he's pretty much done. His kit is very, very comfy to use, especially when you're gonna prioritize like this kind of like single target units. He does face more issue definitely when you meet into like, maybe in the future when you face against like 3 elites, 3 or 4 elites, then it might be a bit of a problem. But even right now, like okay, right now, right, the problem we have right now is, for example, you have 2 elites. Most of the time it's 2 elites, 1 boss, right? The second elite, sometimes they summon mobs, sometimes they don't. But the thing with Daughter Ratio is just he does so much fucking damage that he can straight up just kill the boss instantly and just instantly get rid of all the mobs. So you don't really even need to focus on the mobs as Daughter Ratio. Yeah, I would think that at E0 he's really, really up there. Is he as strong as Jingliu? Nah, I don't think so. Just because Jingliu has the 100, having 100 crit value for free just makes her like boom, done. And like skill point super cheap as well. I think Jingliu is still up there. It's still up there in my opinion, yeah.
No, I was gonna say, if we're going by what Sarah's, honestly, I can honestly see as well, because everyone's gonna have their own perspective and their own opinion.
Oh my god, it's Sarah! It's our very own mod Sarah, guys. Sarah fucking went a same mode. EO has been biased because he wants to push his dual DPS agenda. He saw a video of some future team that's what, oh my god, chat just, I can't keep up, right? I'll just
not
keep
the
up
best scenario, but
like how, okay, now that we're saying like, okay, Daniel needs Sparkle to be an S plus, right? Because he wasn't here before. Jingliu did not need anyone in order to be an S plus. Now that I hear that out loud, I actually have to agree. Like, okay, you know what? That's crazy because I was not prepared to agree with that, and I know they're gonna be like, oh my god, he's only doing that because he hates Daniel. This fucker right here, bro. I can't stand that motherfucker right there, bro.
Sarah,
He hates the dragon.
Sarah, if I'm not wrong, that was what you were going with, right? I'm assuming that's what you were saying, because if that was the case, then I think at this point everyone agrees. Like, there's no way anyone cannot see that being true with how insane Jingyuan is, what she gives herself.
But Kafka has a direct follow-up attack to whatever it is that you're doing, that it goes hand in hand with Topaz. So if you want to trigger numbies as often as possible, you could do that with a fast Topaz and Kafka. So she has those options. So I feel like, yeah.
Oh my god, bro is cooking Topaz Kafka. Wait, bro is actually cooking. Yo, EOQ, if you actually manage to pull this comp off, I'll be very, very impressed. Topaz Kafka, bro, I'm dead as if you can actually manage to pull this comp. Genuinely. Let me know when you cook
Kafka
it up.
Deserves. I think now it's time, instead of an S minus, you guys need an A plus category. There are certain characters that are like, they're good, but they're not S tier because they don't do everything that an S tier character would do with absolute ease. I think,
in my opinion, no need. There's no need for S, 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 S plus, S minus, A plus, A triple H, A minus, B plus, B plus. There's no need. Genuinely, there's no need to be so like split. At the end of the day, it just really comes down to, in my opinion, it's just pretty much 4 things. If I were to make my own tier list, really god tier OP, one of a kind, 1 tier. Above average, average, below average. Or at least that's how I will make my tier list. There's no need to keep separating these units, in my opinion, because like as long as they can sort of fit into the criteria, we're good.
I'm just saying, Jingyuan and QQ, they go in A+, whereas like they have the potential to be S tier or even S+, but they require a lot more than a
If QQ has a potential to be S+, I'm the fucking Pope, alright, respectfully.
Mei came out and she completely, like there's no other character in the game that can say, when my banner released, I completely changed the meta. Yeah. I made characters that were dog shit good. No other character in the game can say that. I created not 1, 2 different team types or 2 different comps that can be ran just from existing on the team. And I boost everybody by just existing on the team. I don't even have to skill. We have Mei builds now where you start the game with technique and you never do skill again. You're done.
Yeah,
that's it, right? Yeah, like you're done. You don't have to worry about that at all.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you guys want to join this build, welcome to the slow Ruan Mei build, right? I'll see you guys in the lion build, right? Stop joining the sheeps. Stop joining the sheeps. Stop being sheeps, right? Stop joining the sheep and fast Ruan Mei. Skill, don't even need a skill. Pop once, kill everything, you're done, right? Yeah, that's it.
At all. Sparkle's impact is great. It's phenomenal. It's awesome. She's able to bring up characters and do stupid shit. Like the hyper carry, the unlimited blade works. I love that fucking team name. But you know, you guys are able to come up with these crazy ass teams. But these teams,
Gasha Smack already roasted this team comp, so it is what it is.
Aren't necessarily anything that I won't say that we couldn't do before. You're just mega buffing the shit out of the 1 DPS character, right? So unlimited blade works, which is mega buffing blade. You were already hyper buffing blade. Now you're mega buffing blade. It's the same shit. She's not doing anything that's so critical, so different. Let me know, you guys, how do y'all feel about Sparkle being an S+ or S tier? Like what's the thoughts on that?
The hyper carry era is over, guys. It's mega carries, mega evolution.
It's really hard
These stone hyper carry,
when, like,
mega giga chat,
Pokke
Dynamax.
I don't know. I really didn't know
team
because
comps.
it's like feels way.
Nuclear
carry.
carry.
Team if she's like in between that S+ and S, or she's just outright
nuclear
S.
carry.
But then someone mentioned it to me, which now that they mentioned it, I kind of agreed with it, is that they feel like Sparkle and Bronya should be in the same tier because of how similar their skill kits are in some aspects. They basically mentioned that they feel like Sparkle and Bronya should be the same tier because of the fact that they're like so similar in skill kit. So
what's keeping you from having Bronya and Sparkle on the same tier? Like, why do you think Sparkle is just a slight edge over Bronya?
I agree with Destiny, by the way. I have a fucking E3 S5 Bronya. I have an E0 S0 Sparkle with 90% crit damage. And I still think Sparkle just slightly outperforms Bronya, in my personal opinion.
I like the fact that, let's say I did have Jingyuan on the team, I can like skill spam with Jingyuan now freely and get her ult so much faster. And just like use the fact that I have all these skill points.
Dude, I think not enough people realize this. Like, even if you use Sparkle with like a hyper carry that doesn't use that many skill points, right? For example, Jingyuan, for example, Ratio, Argenti, Blade, right? While your DPS might not use skill points, your supports can. You can just spam Jingyuan skill and like just get the ultimate just like that. Or you can like spam like Fu Xuan skill and you'll keep refreshing Fu Xuan's matrix of prescience and you'll prevent Jingyuan from getting crowd control. Or you can spam Huan skill and you get Huan's ultimate. Like, there's so many things you can do with this. Like, even if your DPS don't use that much, it's still some really good shit.
But yeah, I mean, yeah. And then chat saying like Sparkle's comfier, which I agree with. But I also think that like speed tuning for Sparkle is way more annoying than with Bronya. And I guess
nah, speed tuning with Sparkle and speed tuning with Bronya are exactly the same. They are both functionally the same shit. Except that for Sparkle, you probably don't want to run 134, 133 because her AV advance is only 50%. But it's something you can do in Bronya. For Sparkle, legit, you hit the respective... Yo, check out the latest speed guide that's pinned at the top of the comments, right? The only speed guide you will ever need in your entire fucking lives, and you understand exactly how much speed you need for units, right? So honestly, speed tuning for Sparkle is really not... It ain't that deep. It ain't that deep, right? And even if it was that deep, so fucking what, right? Like let's be real, guys. Like, so what? You just need to speed tune one time and just let her have those gears for the rest of life. Then you're done. You just need to understand this one life. You don't even need to understand. You just copy. Just copy MrPokke Sparkle build with 174 speed running dance. Very relatable, by the way. So it's like, I don't think this is the best excuse.
The makeup for it, yeah. Like,
I never put speed boots on my DPS.
You know what? I haven't thought about that because the thing is, when I play Bronya, I do like DPS 1 speed faster than her right behind them, and I'm like, I can't do this if my Bronya is super slow.
Okay, to be completely fair to EO, the only 2 DPS in the game that you will do this with Bronya is Jingyuan and Blade. No other DPS would you ever run this setup with Bronya. Seele, she's way too fast. Argenti, just buff him the fuck up, and there's no way you run speed. Rehoo, just give him the buff as usual. The only 2 DPS that does this 1-3-4, 1-3 is Blade and Jingyuan. No one else. Because if anyone else tries to run this setup, your skill points are gone just like that. It's done. You're never gonna have enough skill points. Because the 1-3-3 Bronya, you have to spam your skill every single fucking time, and it's just not realistic, except for Jingyuan and Bronya. Jingyuan and Blade, so yeah.
And say as well is that when Ruan Mei is not on the team, when you're playing on the other side of MOC, purefiction, whatever it is, the team doesn't feel right anymore.
Bro, that damage difference is crazy.
Ruan Mei quite literally makes the team.
Frankly, I didn't really feel it, with my shit. E2 Imbibitor Lunae. I still run like Jingyuan, I still run like Sparkle. He's fine. He doesn't really
feel because she's not on the I just don't think no one in terms of support or debuffing or anything in this game compares to what Ruan Mei did when she released or how she feels on different teams. I would definitely put Sparkle in S tier with Bronya. I think they're linked in my honest opinion. Wherever you put Sparkles, wherever you put Bronya, as EO said already, they're kind of like the different sides of the same coin. One does something a little bit better than the other, and the other one does the inverse. They do something else to the other person that lacks a tiny bit, they make up for it in theirs. So
I cannot think of a scenario where I would actively use Bronya over Sparkle though. To be genuine. Yeah, nah. I feel like every single crit DPS just works better with Sparkle. Like slightly better, but it's like if I have Sparkle, I would just rather run Sparkle, in my opinion.
I do think those two should be like locked with each other because they
no,
are
not
so
even for Blade. Sparkle is better. You know why? Because when Bronya's skill is Blade, right? And when Blade does his follow-up attacks, it doesn't even get a buff from the damage anymore. Whereas Sparkle's buff, it lasts all the way until Blade's next turn. So Blade's follow-up attack even gains the buff from the Sparkle's crit damage buff. And Sparkle buffs Blade's damage percentage with her ultimate. Bronya buffs attack and crit damage, and attack is completely fucking useless on Blade. So legit straight up, I think that Sparkle is a direct upgrade on Bronya for a Blade comp. So yeah.
For sure.
Jingyuan.
And then, it's not. So we are, at least I am taking into consideration that
maybe Jingyuan is like probably more of an even playing field. They are both more or less the same. Yeah, I would say they're both more or less the same for Jingyuan. Yeah. I'll say that.
Decent builds or
because like I said, right, even though Jingyuan herself doesn't use a lot of skill points, having the additional skill points means that your supports can use more skill points. So imagine if you run Sparkle Tingyuan or Bronya Tingyuan with Jingliu. Now your Tingyuan can cast her ultimate a lot faster, and she can get a super fucking high speed with Sparkle skill points. But Bronya can't do this. And if you're gonna be using Bronya Jingliu, that means Jingliu has to run speed boots, Bronya has to run a slower speed, and Jingliu each hit individually does less damage. Whereas Sparkle, it allows Jingliu to just run attack boots and just fuck everything and just kill everything. So still a slight edge, in my opinion. Still a slight edge.
Because in my guide, I mentioned that okay, like if you're not hitting 161, like call it a wrap. You know what I mean? Like you can.
If any one of my villagers perpetuates this 161 speed, oh my god! Wait, you know what? I'm just gonna show you guys what I said in the announcements. If you are still chasing 161 speed, I will literally eat your dog. Because the threshold for going 4 times in 2 turns is 160. It's literally 40,000 divided by 250, which gives you 160. It's 160 exact. It's not 161, it's 160, right? So
yeah, no, Smack did do like a 134 Sparkle. And I'm not saying that 134 Sparkle doesn't work. What I'm saying is when you're using this character and I have to do
134 Sparkle is the reason why you couldn't get a 0 cycle, my man. Womp womp. Yo, Smack. Stay tuned to my new video, right? I'll show you how to get the 0 cycle. I'll show you how to get the 0 cycle. Just wait for a while. Just wait for a while, right? Just wait
1, 2, 3, 4, and then make everything fit.
I love you guys. Just make.
Then 161 speed Sparkle. 161 speed Sparkle, you're done. I don't need DDD. I don't need a new fucking light cone. I can run all 9 Harmony light cones in the game.
Dude, can we have a petition to just cancel all content creators? Just keep saying 161, 161, 161. It's literally not 161. It's 160. Like, oh my god, like. The Asian within me, like. Just show them this next time, alright? Just show them this. Alright, it's inverted. It's a little bit inverted. Just show them this next time, alright? If anyone fucking says 161, just tell them, yo, the villagers sends their regards, and he just curses their relic bros for the next 10 years. Respect.
Do exactly what my Sparkle wants her to do that makes up for it. You need 9 copies of an S5 dance. You need your characters to have the fun quack set up. You need all 3 Harmony characters on the team. You need the ultimate to pop it this time. There's a lot.
Okay. I feel like at this point, EO is like kinda exaggerating things a little bit. It's not that complicated. It's really not that complicated to like have 9 copies of S5, Von Wag, Win Eagle 4-piece, Ultimate setup. It's not. But I will say, playing Scylla with Sparkle, the ideal speed, if you want to be a nerd about it, the ideal speed is 144 Sparkle. Because Seele, assuming she has no speed subs, is 115, right? 115 with the first skill, it will bring her up to 143.75. Oh, sorry, 143 Sparkle, my bad. 143 Sparkle, 143 Sparkle. So after the first initial Seele skill, your Sparkle buff Seele gets a speed buff. She is now faster than Sparkle, which means that you can now do Seele, Sparkle, Seele. So you kind of get a little bit more mileage over there. That is one way to go about it. Or if you just don't want to give a fuck, you could just stick to the 174 speed Sparkle with Duns plus Ruan Mei. That would be the easier way to go. Because if you do that, then your Sparkle is going to add 3 times. Your Seele is going to add 3 times. Both at the end of the day, your Seele will always add 3 times. Essentially. So yeah.
Outside of a standard 161. And
well,
the 161
E2
is a problem in itself because that's a lot of fucking speed.
If it's E2 Seele, I can actually just stick to 160 Sparkle. Because then your Seele will still be faster. So yeah.
I could rainbow build her and get the speed, but that's not ideal. So when we're talking about the ideal build,
wait, oh my god, I'm gonna, yo, EO, are you still here? I'm gonna fucking destroy you later on, I swear. What do you say?
Outside of a standard 161. And the 161 is a problem in itself because that's a lot of fucking speed. Like, yeah, I could rainbow build her and get the speed, but that's not ideal.
Why is it not ideal? Why? Please explain why is it not ideal to do a rainbow set and hit the 161. Sparkle literally scales off of nothing except crit damage. Okay, and speed. None of the 4-piece matters at all. With the exception of Wind 4-piece, then you can kind of tune her speed down a little bit. Like whether she gets Wuthering 4-piece, Quantum 4-piece, Hackerspace 4-piece, Longevous 4-piece, it's completely irrelevant as long as you hit the speed required, right? You could be running a 4-piece Hackerspace, but if your speed is less than 174, you're not gonna hit it. Whereas if I were to run a Rainbow 4-piece and I still hit 174, I'm gonna be the one enjoying the 3-turn Sparkle with Duns and Ruan Mei, right? So I really nah, bruv.
So when we're talking about the ideal build,
yeah, just
I'm gonna have a 2-piece, or a full 4-piece, or a Broken Keel, or a Pinnacle, depending on if I'm running Mono Quantum or not. Something like that, right? That's not easy. And then if I go into like a win set, no one's farming fucking win set. I'm definitely not going back to farm win set for 161. Even though that's technically her best build.
True.
I'm not going back to do that shit. So
no one's farming win set, right? Let's be real. No one's farming win set. No one's farming win set.
You know, but if I could, right? If I just, and it's gonna take like every character in my account has to be built, and we got to go through a dead patch. Then I'll go farm the win set. And by that,
Deadass, a single dead patch won't even do shit for your account. Like, nah, the amount of stamina you get from a dead patch is nowhere close to letting you get the god gear you need. Like, it's not even close. The very RNG just...
I may or may not still be using.
Or you can just roll better.
Ultimately, lucky players have a 160 plus speed cap. Most average or casual players do not have that. And so
exactly why you made them run Rainbow 4-piece, so that you don't have to force casual players to force themselves getting a 2-piece, getting a 4-piece, getting a Von Weg, getting a kill. Because as long as they hit the speed subs needed to make Sparkle go either 160, 174, 185, whatever, that's all you need as a casual player. The 4-piece, the 2-piece, as long as you hit it, you're good, in my opinion.
Casual players don't have this shit, so we can't say she's like as easy to build as Mei. You just put Mei on the team and you're done. Like, I don't think
anyone would dispute that. Ruan Mei is just super easy to build. It's like super easy to build. So yeah, I
don't have 180% break effect on my Mei. Genuinely, I probably don't care.
Genuinely, like,
are they broken? Yeah, they're dead. They're dead. They didn't get a turn to attack me. They're dead. GG's. I'm right beneath the 29. You advanced me forward to the start of the next cycle. I can't get over.
My God,
I can't get over. What happened? Oh shit. My bad.
That sounds like a skill issue. Respectfully, that genuinely sounds like a skill issue, and it's not. It's something that you can fix. You can fix that shit. It is not something that can't be fixed, in my opinion.
Mr. DPS, your speed and my speed fucked up.
Something that can't be fixed is Jingyuan's Lightning Lord.
The action values, so I couldn't bring you over the next cycle. Unless you guys have something to say over those characters, but I really want to look at Jingyuan.
I think those two.
Chat, I want you guys to pay attention to this point. This is the part where the controversy took place, particularly about Jingyuan from EO6. Wow, it's actually not MrPokke this time, it's actually EO. But before we begin, yo, gamers, I'm gonna hit myself with a dose of womp womp. Because I need a little bit of an energy boost real quick, right? So you guys asked me how this tastes like. And we're gonna find out. I still distinctively remember this was my favorite flavor. Oh my god. Okay. Oh!
I don't know what crack y'all give your Seele, but for me and like other people that I know do have Seele, they are not hitting these 100k skills like y'all are. I'm like, where are y'all?
Rehoo, I will. Rehoo, account audit after this. Okay, not today, but like, I'll fix your fucking Seele, genuinely.
Eo's over here spending 900 retries trying to make her do a 2 cycle or something or 1 cycle.
Yeah, actually
and, like,
2 cycles. And so my Seele would hit like 250, 279. And I'm like, bro, how do I do it? Mind you, I'm not using Sparkle Boost. It's just Silver Wolf and then Seele's damage. And I'm able to output 200, a high 200,000, right? But when I give her the Sparkle Boost, I get the 300k. The problem was trying to figure out how to get the Sparkle Boost and put the quantum weakness on them and all sorts of kind of stuff. So it is what it is. But I do agree with you on that.
The problem is that you're trying to use Silver Wolf. I'm gonna keep it a bug, man. Okay, you know what? Nah, we're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go there. Right.
Now, I will say, but in Seele's case, she's still a cracked up character, and her problem isn't her, it's the game. The game is becoming harder for her to get those.
Okay, I just want to say, EO is trying to be politically correct here. He's trying to not offend the min pickers. He's trying to not offend the free-to-plays that doesn't give a f about Zero Cycle. But objectively speaking, as a DPS, right, as a damage dealer, what other matrix are there to measure your damage output other than Zero Cycles? Like, please, what other metrics are there? Like, it is not about the Zero Cycle, but it is about how you can achieve a zero, whether you can do it. He's trying to say, oh, it's not about Zero Cycle, but trust me, as a damage dealer, your worth is fundamentally tied to whether you can Zero Cycle. As much as you want to not be an elitist, as much as you don't want to like appease to the masses, it is a fact. If a DPS A can Zero Cycle and DPS B cannot Zero Cycle using the exact same fucking team comp against the enemy to the exact same fucking weakness, then DPS unit B is gonna be worse. Womp cry about it. Like, I'm sorry again. No, sorry. You know what? I'm not even sorry. Like, it is just a fact. It's like 1 + 1 is 2. You know, you can't dispute that, right? Numbers don't care about your feelings, my man. Respectfully.
As
they're feeding those mobs like premium food.
Bro, the mobs are eating fucking medicine and rare candies from Pokemon. I don't know what's going on.
Gosh.
But like, they should not have that much HP and defense.
I have no idea how the TV can like fucking like. Do you guys remember the testing the other day when I was doing? I had an E6 Sparkle buffing the Seele, and then she couldn't one-shot the TV. Okay, granted, the Seele had like no gears, but like that was still fucking funny.
They did like 50k. The fish lives. I'm like, why do you have that much HP?
Okay, if you can't one-shot a fish with Seele's skill, that sounds like a skill issue, respectfully. Like, that has to be a skill issue.
2 characters, their kit doesn't get outright shut down for characters being tanky. They do that.
Hard disagree. And I think this is a very big misconception that the players have for Seele. Okay, I'm not even being a Seele simp, right? But yes, having Resurgence is good. It makes her perform very fast, right? She can go 1 extra turn, more energy, all that kind of stuff. But not triggering Resurgence does not equate to how she suddenly becomes bad. An example I can think of right now, current MOC 12, Quantum Boss, Alumatron, and the Searing Prowler. There's a TV, Alumatron summons 2 goldfish. You have 5 enemies, right? The optimal way to clear this stage in Zero Cycle isn't going after the mobs. Is you just straight up one-shot the Alumatron as soon as humanly possible with Seele, trigger Resurgence, and then you just go on to the Searing Prowler as soon as possible. You can completely forsake the mobs, and you can still get the Zero Cycle. Or at least that's how you should be going about this. So there's too much focus on Resurgence as a whole. Not saying that Resurgence is like a useless mechanic, but even without Resurgence, Seele can still perform. And if anything, that should make her even better because you're effectively playing without this Resurgence on the mobs, right? And she can still perform. But it's just my opinion, yeah.
The damage that they do, and they still get to do it. While Seele has a Resurgence, she has to get the kill for her to get her actual kit to work.
And when you kill the elite, guess what happens? You get the Resurgence. It's not like this Resurgence is completely gone. You still get Resurgence after killing the elite. My Seele is easier as well, guys. Like, genuinely. Wait. I'm not sure if I updated my build. Is it updated? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna keep it a buck. It might not be the most relatable build, but it is still easier as one. You know, just legitimately just farm better, right? So
because at the time where the mobs were squishy enough, she was tearing everything up. She was one-shot stealing. She was doing like nukes for ult, everything. She was able to get her full Resurgence chain and do like...
The only people in chat right now that are like doing the unrelatable. Yo, let's be real, man. You guys are just min pickers, right? Respectfully. The real chats of the chat, they wouldn't say womp unreadable. They would say, oh my god, that's something I want to aim for and I'm gonna do better so that I can make my Seele great again, and it's just gonna do a lot of shit, right? Complaining won't get you anywhere. Grinding and putting better and rolling better. Now that's the quality we want to see in the villagers, right? So yeah. Don't be salty, be better.
From characters. So that's the
that's a live quote right there. Don't be salty, just be better. Oh, you can just laugh at me when I feel my Reddit roll start. I'm all good.
Why I would put her down.
I think now is when we need to start looking at not hyper carry Seele teams, but literal dual DPS. Like, I think she is getting to the point where she wants or needs a sub DPS character to be.
Tank at this point with her.
Wait, I need to play this in 1.0 speed. There's no way I just heard it.
You want to hear a hot take?
Go ahead.
I think now is when we need to start looking at not hyper carry Seele teams, but literal dual DPS. Like, I think she is getting to the point where she wants or needs a sub DPS character to be able to weaken those mobs so that she can just guarantee trigger resurgence. And
Guys, hyper carry Jingyuan, guys. You know the problem with Jingyuan is that the Lightning Lord sometimes he miss his shit from the mob. Hyper carry Jingyuan. We're gonna run Jingyuan with Blade. So that Blade's AoE can kill all the mobs and Lightning Lord can focus on the boss itself. Yeah, same thing for Argenti. Why would we want to risk Argenti missing his ultimate, right? You just run him with like a fucking Himiko, right? We use Himiko to kill the mobs and we use Argenti's ultimate to kill. Yeah, Yo, Q. I love you, by the way. Oh my god, he's here! Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna say you had a little bit too much coffee on this call, right? Let's give it a while. You had a little bit too much coffee, had a little bit too much Gamersupps before you said that statement, right? Let's keep it about, right? Let's keep it about.
and then she can get the ball rolling on her own. That's what I'm feeling right now. Like, the problem is though, where
Why is no one face palming in this call right now? Like, why is Moon and Rehoo being so nice? Bro, if I was Rehoo, I'd be like, nah. There's no fucking way. Like, the two of them, they're just like silently like, let him cook. Rehoo and Moon and Destiny, like, dude, I feel like they wanted this to happen. Like, they intentionally wanted to see Ioku getting cancelled in the comment section. That's why they didn't say anything. So, Ioku, honestly, I'm like your real friend, you know? I'm calling out your BS so that when we get to the comment section, you wouldn't get blasted, right? Look at the two of them. They're just not saying anything and letting you cook alive. Well, I'm there to slap you back to reality and like, welcome back, my man.
you can get the damage from a sub DPS silver, and they can weaken these mobs enough and apply the defense downs and quantum weaknesses.
Bro wants to use sub DPS Silver Wolf with a single target ability to weaken the mobs, not the boss, man, the mobs. He want to use sub DPS Silver Wolf to like skill the mobs, cast the ultimate on the mobs so that Seele can one-shot the mobs with resurgence. Why is no one saying? Why is Moon and Rehoo not saying anything? Why? What is going on?
That Seele can take care of them, but you need a fast ass silver. Like, silver needs to be 160, 170. So that goes back into the sparkle.
Look at this. Look at Rehoo. He's just like, I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna enjoy EO getting cooked. Yeah, that's it. EO, genuinely, if you need someone to be real, I'm right here. Right, look at Rehoo. Nuclear drama incoming. He let you get burned, my man. Like, cooked to a crisp. Respectfully.
No, but I will say that I have enjoyed playing the mono quantum team because
it is fun.
Sparkle, yeah, like I'm able to like
yeah, definitely.
Like, all right,
it is fun.
Seele is like a turn away, right? I'm gonna pull up Silver Wolf and weaken the enemies so that I can guarantee resurgence, or I'm gonna pull up.
Bro, I'm done. I need to get pissed. Yo, let's pull up Silver Wolf, guys. Let's pull up Silver Wolf. Let's pull up Silver Wolf to weaken the enemy. Yeah, yep, I'm done. I need to get pissed.
Yeah.
No.
I guess what you guys said, I did say that if you had something to say about Seele or Ratio.
Oh yeah, that's what.
Please say something. Destiny, Rehoo, please say something about. Oh my god, please say something, man.
Yeah, but
Now we talk about Jingyuan.
yeah. So now we can go into Jingyuan.
Oh my god, literally no one said.
But
Facts.
regardless, aside from their
no
premium,
one-
whatever
no
they're
one's-
getting fed,
no
I
one's
still think
calling
Jingyuan's
out
a great
EO.
character. It's at the end of the day, I feel like it's really high
Let him
investment,
cook.
and at the
Okay,
same time,
that's the problem, right? This okay, I have a very good analogy for this chat. A very, very good analogy. Okay, as a guy, if you went to the toilet to take a piss and you forgot to zip up your flyer, right? Now your flyer is unzipped. I would rather my friends look at me and be like, hey yo, bro, your flyer is unzipped. And I quickly zip it up than to walk in public for like 2 hours with my flyer being left unzipped and my friends just don't tell me shit. Like, this is the perfect analogy of what's going on right here. Genuinely. This is live advice, by the way. If you see your friend's flyer being unzipped, if you are a good friend, you would tell them, like, bro, zip up that fucking flyer, all right? So, yeah, I'll just keep it a buck.
It's that. I think the game is just being mean to her right now.
Actual bugs.
Yeah,
Next patch, I swear. Next patch.
No, I'm reading what Sarah said.
To unleash my true potential.
Very spicy audit incoming. Take your time on his seal.
Dude, okay, genuinely, like, if only EO isn't watching the stream right now, then he will have no idea what I just said. And then he'll come in like, huh? Then like it will be so. But now EO already knows, so like, man.
Sarah's bonkers right now.
A true friend would zip your fly for you.
What the
No, I think QQ is A+, because even though she has the damage of an S tier character, the hard factor is literally RNG. Not only do you need to build this character.
I have finally agreed with you on this. Yep, RNG, but A+ is way too fucking generous, man. Generous. Way too generous. Like,
yeah, the same way that you would build a Seele, you build a QQ. And then you still need the team to help you out with that. Now you include the Sparkle mix. So now that goes into what we were talking about with Daniel. She needs someone else to help her achieve what she is trying to do. Or,
except that nobody can help her
I can zip your
achieve.
fly for you anytime, MrPokke.
Except that literally no one can help QQ achieve what she want to achieve. Even Sparkle can't help her. The only thing that Sparkle can help QQ with is reduce the odds of you not getting 4 of a kind with the limited number of skill points you have. And we all know where that went, right? We all know where that went, so I don't need to say anything about it. Yeah, but other than that, she genuinely can't change QQ. Like, Sparkle can't change QQ's autarky having 24% base chance of triggering. Sparkle can't change QQ's crit rate being like, you have to crit on all your shit, unless you be 100% crit rate QQ. And Sparkle can't change the fact that if you already have 4 of a kind before you use your skill points or before you get autarky, you just don't do any damage. Sparkle can't fix QQ. Alright, she only fixed 1 of the 4 issues, and even that 1 issue that she fixes, she can still fail. So all this combined, I'm not even being biased. I genuinely think QQ should be in B tier. Like, genuinely. Okay, you know what? Slightly biased, but that's just my opinion.
You want to do your skill 3 times before you get the pop, or 2 skills, and then you get, like the, I got all 4 luckies, something like that, so you get the maximum boost from her skill being used. So
ideally, you use a skill 4 times for the maximum cap, because the damage caps out at 4 times. Get autarky, crit everything. That's the
something like that is not guaranteed. It's RNG.
Exactly.
You can't have a character that's purely RNG in an S tier category. It's ridiculous to have something like that because of the RNG factor. And even if we hover over it, we can see if there's no RNG involved. In MOC at E0, she's a B tier character. In pure fiction, she's a...
Okay, that's completely fine. Except that it's E0 and E6. It shouldn't be... Okay, this shouldn't be E0 and E6. This should be... You have the Curse of Pokke, or you got the Blessings of Pokke, right? It shouldn't even be idle. Idleness means nothing here, right? So they should change this. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
C tier character.
Please preface that. Just because you move people down a tier does not mean they're absolute dogs.
They're typing right now.
Yeah.
I love how much EO, Destiny, and Rehoo cater to the min pickers. Like, oh my god, my favorite unit is not A+. Doesn't mean that they're dog shit. I mean, I didn't cater, right? I didn't cater to the masses. Then I got cancelled for my 1.1 tier list. And I'm still fine, guys. My house is still fine, right? I didn't get burned down, right? My dog is still alive, right? So things are fine, right? So catering too much.
We're like, it'll...
Please stop saying that you're guaranteed her little checkmate thing, because we literally have proof that Pokke went 10 skill points and did not get it. I swear people that said in the comments, you're guaranteed after a certain amount of skill points if you play a certain way. That was just proven wrong, thankfully, because Pokke has trash luck.
Yeah, no, I saw that and I was like, yup, that...
Yo, Rehoo! Thank you so much for...
We can stop EO from dual DP supremacy. Almao, it's a lost cause.
Nah, Rehoo, you should have tried. Nah, that. Yo, thanks so much for 4 months, by the way. Yeah, nah, but you should have tried. You should have at least tried. You guys didn't say anything. You guys let EO's fucking... You guys let EO's... The zip... He was out in public with his zip down for like the entire day. You guys didn't say anything. Like, even if you don't tell him, you can just like give him a little nudge. It's like, yo, you wanna look down and see what's up? Like, a little nudge would have worked, you know? I'm sick.
That's RNG. Like, that's how QQ operates, which is why I've never agreed her being an S tier. But I never took away like her damage. I'm not gonna say never, maybe I did, but I'm not doing it now. I don't take away her damage potential. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Yo, I don't take away her damage potential. It's just the means to get to said damage is what I'm like, okay, there's a gate right here, and the gate is RNG. But if there was an A+ tier, I 100% think this character's like A+ from what we're pushing right now, A+ is a category where these characters have the potential to be S tier, given 1, 2, 3 criteria. Without the criteria,
just drop her to B, dude. What are they gonna do? What are the QQ mains gonna do? Gamble your career to death? What are they gonna do? Throw mahjong tiles at your house? What are they gonna do? What the fuck are they gonna do? Nothing. Just throw the B tier, man.
they're A+, and I think that's where QQ and Jingyuan sit. But if we're talking about Jing, I think Jing is in a position where Sparkle definitely helps him out a lot. To be
chat, let's be real. QQ mains are basically people that were too poor to pull for Seele in-game, and they want to cope that QQ is better than Seele. Okay, don't cancel me, guys. Don't cancel me. Right? Don't cancel me. Don't cancel me. Don't cancel me, QQ mains, right? But I'm just saying, I'm just keeping it a buck.
the way that people were saying like, oh, Jingyuan does the best damage in the game. He's the strongest.
Oh wait, shit, we move on to Jingyuan. Sorry.
With the boost now. So I think that's still pretty big. And Jingyuan was already doing a crap ton of damage, but that still falls under the same category or the same criteria. Jingyuan at one point needed Jingyuan and Asta and then Fushwin. That was a complete team. Or Pela. He needed that.
You know what? Actually, I don't know. I'll let him cook.
In order to function the way that people were saying, like, oh, Jingyuan does the best damage in the game. He's the strongest character. Blah 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 blah. And he needs a signature light cone. He needs E2. Like there were so many different stipulations of why people were saying
no one. Jingyuan's E2 is completely fucking useless. But yeah.
Jingyuan was cracked out. If we're looking at Jingyuan from E0 as just a character, high key Jingyuan probably like B or A tier. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
Wait, say it again. I blanked out.
If we're looking at Jingyuan as just himself, no one else.
Okay.
He is a B or A tier character. But
I swear, Jingyuan mains have a threat on you. I swear. Am I crazy? I swear. There's no way Jingyuan mains don't have a threat on you right the f now. I'm gonna check right the f now. I'm gonna check right the f now. I swear they have a. I swear. It is 9 months ago though. Oh my god. Oh my god, EO, you have been hated in Jingyuan mains for 9 months? That is crazy. Okay, wait. Let me pull up. See if you can find anything here. Oh, okay. Okay, the juice is in the video's comment section. It's not particularly in Reddit. Okay, we'll take a look at the comment section later on. Alright, but okay, let's wrap this up. Let's wrap this up a little bit.
Jingyuan, on the other hand, Jingyuan's not going to blow up the board. He might weaken the board, and then Lightning Lord is going to blow up the board. But Lightning Lord is like, do I want to hit the fish, or do I want to hit the elite boss? Do I want to hit the second fish, or the third fish? And
okay, see, the problem, right, EO, the reason why you have this problem is because you're not using the dual DPS setup with Jingyuan, right? You have to run Blade with Jingyuan, so that Blade can use his follow-up attacks, his AoE attack, and his ultimate to clear the goldfish, so that Jingyuan's Lightning Lord can kill the boss, right? See, that's the problem, right? So yeah.
I think realistically, the power he's able to output now with the additions of like, you know, having like HuoHuo, having Ruan Mei, having Singaporean, I think a lot of his problems really get like, you know how like there's a whole heap of like Flex Seal on there?
Yeah.
those characters kind of do that for him. Like Ruan Mei being able to...
You guys know the meme? Flex, you know the guy? He slaps on the palm, he slaps it on, and then the thing just... You guys know what I'm talking about, right? The flex tape. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah.
To boost his weakness break efficiency and him being able to have the massive amount of damage that he does by himself now currently, especially with the addition of the follow-up set. And then adding Sparkle onto it, which finally his Lightning Lord is able to get boosted up even more because Bronya's buff expired after his turn. I feel like his problems that were problems, although yes, he still does have them, I feel like they're not as big anymore because these guys aren't going to be CCing you if their shields are broken. Or
First of all, I'll say it for the last fucking time, I have no fucking problems with Jingyuan. Even since 1.0, I have no problems. It's just that I pointed out his flaws. I pointed out the flaws with Lightning Lord, and then Jingyuan mains took a huge dump. But I've never had a problem with Jingyuan. It's just he's just goofy. He's just goofy, right? And right now, genuinely, neutrally speaking, Rehoo is speaking a lot of facts right now. Rehoo is speaking a lot of facts. Because like, it doesn't make sense to judge a unit based on, oh, does this work with like XSX? Or like, do you use like the best slot, right? Jingyuan, as a fact, he has been getting a lot of buffs for the past 20 patches. Every single fucking patch, Jingyuan has gotten a buff, right? We got a buff with Fusion, right? Crit rate, crowd control prevention. We got HuoHuo with the energy regeneration. We've got Ruan Mei to help clear the stuff, right? Tingyuan to clear the energy. 4-piece follow-up set to increase his Lightning Lord's damage by 1 billion%. And now we have Sparkle to fix how Bronya can't give Jingyuan's Lightning Lord a buff. And now we've used Sparkle with Jingyuan, Lightning Lord can gain a buff. Like, a lot of these problems, Jingyuan is getting fixed patch by patch by patch by patch. And it's genuinely comparing the current Jingyuan to Jingyuan all the way back when he was released in 1.0. He is in a much better spot. Deadass. Rehoo is... He's spitting.
I don't know, it's hard. He's always the hard character to put because he's doing what he needs to do and he's doing it very well, but he has all these like, obstacles that are in his way. So it's like...
Okay, Chad, do y'all think that Jingyuan should be S or Jingyuan should be A? Can we get a poll?
He's
Continue.
up there with the damage ceiling, which is enormously high. But the stuff that's like a problem brings that down a little bit. So he's always in a very like volatile state in where he's at in the tier list. Just because all these other units, they don't do as much, I would say, as him, because yes, he has some crazy damage, but they have nowhere near the amount of problems this dude has.
Yeah. Sarah, you said if his best in slot with the sustain is still Jingyuan and Mei, Sparkle just buffs his 0-cycle triple support team. If he is S, Serval's S, which means Argenti is S, Jingyuan is A, Serval and Argenti are A. I respect that. Like, I think you and I are in the same boat with that, but equating it to what Rehoo said is definitely harder to say it, and it's only because of Jingyuan, because Jingyuan is the only character that I feel like requires so much from everyone else in the game just to put him in this tier. And that's why I was telling you about, like, you know, adding Sparkle. I feel like he would go in A+, because no one else in the game needs 5 different fucking characters to solve their kid's problem. It's just like one, right? Maybe two, depending on who you ask. Jingliu needs.
I'm not necessarily sure if I agree with this take. Okay, let's just go by the logic, right? Imbibitor Lunae, his main issue was the skill pointing, and Sparkle kind of fixed the skill pointing, kind of, not exactly, but kind of fixed it. And now suddenly he's S+. Jingyuan has gotten a lot of fixes throughout the patches. Not saying that you shouldn't look at him from like how restrictive he is, but a lot of DPS in the game, you only have this many supports to go with your DPS, right? It's not like your DPS can have like a billion different units to work with. You guys get what I'm saying? Okay, let's just go through the DPS one by one, right? Imbibitor Lunae, you're probably gonna be running him with Ruan Mei, Tingyun, Sparkle, more or less. Ruan Mei, Tingyun, Ruan Mei plus Tingyun / Sparkle, more or less. Jingliu, you're probably running her with Ruan Mei, Tingyun, Sparkle. You can run Bronya and Pella. Yeah, I can see that Jingliu herself is just very, very versatile. Daughter ratio, you're probably running Ruan Mei. Like, okay, it always comes back down to Ruan Mei for the most part. And Tingyun is just always great on any unit, right? It's not to say Tingyun is only great with Jingyuan, and it's the downside, but the thing is, she's just great with everyone. She's great with Imbibitor Lunae, she's great with Jingliu, she's great with Daughter ratio, she's great with Seele, she's great with Argenti, she's great with... Okay, she's not great with Blade, but like 90% of the DPS that skills with attack, she's great. Sustain-wise, I would say Jingyuan is a little bit more tied to Fusion if you are a new player, because you don't want to get crowd control, right? Like, if you want to make sure that your Jingyuan absolutely does not get crowd controlled, you probably need Fusion more than the other units. Because Jingyuan getting crowd control is way more punishing than your other DPS getting crowd controlled. Especially when, oh my god, okay, if you guys have seen the gacha smack, right before his Jingyuan went, 10-set Lightning Lord right at the corner and fucking get imprisoned, right? If you don't want that to happen to you, then you probably need to run a Fusion. But if getting imprisoned is not an issue, or rather just getting crowd control is not an issue, you are pretty much free to run him with anyone you want for sustain. You can run him with HuoHuo, you can run him with Fusion, you can run him with Luocha. Same thing for any of our other DPS. I wouldn't say it's super restrictive. And I do think that his damage output is definitely there. But the fundamental flaw is and always will be the Lightning Lord. Like, straight up, if Jingyuan has no Lightning Lord, he's a very, very comfortable S unit as a Lightning DPS. But he does. And we're going to have Archron. Now, I don't know what the Archron does, right? But, you know, as a Lightning DPS, as long as her kid doesn't have backloaded damage, she's probably going to do better than Jingyuan. So, that's just hypothetically speaking.
No one. Jingyuan needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different things in order to make him function at the same level of these other characters. That's why I personally feel like he wouldn't go in the S tier, but I see the argument being made here.
Yeah, it's either way, each way you look at it, like, he can be there, but he also can't.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, it's hard.
What do you got for us, Destiny?
Honestly, at this point, I don't.
Yo, Destiny, stop yapping, man. You're being a road killer right now. Why is she yapping so much? Why is Destiny yapping so much? Like, genuinely. Let other people speak, man. Like, genuinely. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I thought you were gone. You took so long to respond. I thought you were gone. Because what's funny was I was going to be like, oh my god, you yap so much. But then you didn't respond. So I was like, oh, she's asleep. But, you know, you're here.
No,
now.
I'm here. I had a feeling you would do that, though, but...
So, would we say that Sparkle boosting Jingyuan and Lightning Lord is better than Mei?
No.
So, if the standard team is like Sparkle and Jingyuan and like Fushun, right? Wouldn't we just replace Sparkle with Mei? And if that's the case...
I ain't gonna lie. I've seen so many people, like, I've been watching some people showcases.
Chat, what is Jingyuan's best team right now? Do we have any Jingyuan mains in the chat? Is there anyone from Jingyuan main subreddit? Can someone tell me what's Jingyuan's best team right now? Right, win Sparkle? No. Two support, one sustain. Two support, one sustain. Jingyuan's best team replacing with another DPS. It's over for you. Jingyuan, Ruan Mei, Sparkle, Pella. No. We need a sustain. We need to cater to the min pickers. Sparkle, Tingyun, HuoHuo. Sparkle, Tingyun, HuoHuo. Okay, I'm looking at a lot of Sparkle, Tingyun. Okay, so Sparkle, Tingyun, basically. Jingyuan HuoHuo. God damn. From the CN player base. Jingyuan Ruan Mei HuoHuo. Alright, yeah, I can get behind it. I can see how Sparkle can replace Tingyun potentially, but I'm not really a fan because optimally, your Tingyun is probably running Dance to out on the very first turn, and the energy regeneration is kind of important.
Streamer man, I ran Sparkle Ruan Mei Tingyuan with both JL and QQ, both with amazing relics. Same speed, yet QQ0 cycled and JL failed. Does this mean QQ is better than Jingyuan?
That just means your Tingyun is trash, respectfully. Yeah, but okay, the thing with Tingyun, right, is that if you don't use Tingyun with Jingyuan, okay, for example, if you use Sparkle with Jingyuan, right, and I'm speaking this from like a guy that like to zero cycle things, right? The problem is he can't cast his ultimate immediately. He needs to wait for his second turn. So if he waits for his second turn, it means that he can't kill the mobs fast enough. And that's going to be a problem that Sparkle can't necessarily fix. Because Sparkle buff him up, his energy is still not full, right? So I can see how Tingyun might still be better than Sparkle for Jingyuan. I can see that. Right, okay, cool. But then again, I don't even play Jingyuan, so I don't even know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah.
They have been outright just removing the sustain. It's like Sparkle
that's
and
what Sarah was saying.
team.
Yeah, that's what Sarah was saying.
definitely
She was saying like it's a triple DPS team at that, or triple support team at that point, because of like XYZ factor. Which I mean that's fine. We do that with other characters too. Like Daniel was able to do that because of how strong he is. Jingyuan.
Every single DPS you can just run triple support and you can clear everything. Every single DPS.
If you're zero cycling, she could do that. I do it with Kafka all the time. So it's definitely possible.
I don't know. It just feels like a lot of people are moving away from a sustain. Like, although these guys are like, they hit hard, but it's like we have three of the like strongest supports in the game, or like a mix of them, because we have such great support characters in the game, really good debuffers. I've seen a lot of people really just ditch it, me including. I don't even use sustains that much anymore because like we have so many good supports that can now fill up both teams.
Based.
And we're putting so much damage out that we don't have to worry about getting hit because they're already dead.
Based. And
now Ruan Mei delays them into next year. Like there's like 80,000 ways that people are just circumventing needing to use a sustain, that a lot of people are just straight up making meta teams of just three supports at this point.
Yeah. No,
I remember.
That's good.
I remember back in the day in 1.0 when we had to double sustain.
To be completely fair, I'm not exactly sure if this is possible on a free-to-play account. But yeah. Okay, chat, how realistic is this? Do you guys think this is a relatable statement or unrelatable statement? Like, it's getting increasingly common to use triple support with no sustain. Is this relatable? Nah. Yes, nah, yes. Mods, give me another poll. Yo, give me another poll, Mods. Thanks. Yeah, we'll continue. We're ready to cool.
We don't have too many changes after that. Everyone else kind of stays the same.
There's not many. Okay, I have a real quick hot take.
Where is my mods? Did my mods die? Oh my god, where's my poll?
It's 2 takes
I have
actually.
a take as well.
Okay. Oh my gosh, are you copying me?
Back in my day.
So okay, you guys were saying that Xing Shui should be lower. So I'm not gonna lie, I feel like it's so dependent on your personal experience playing her, because you guys have seen me play her. I totally get it. I know. I completely understand that, but I don't know.
Alright.
For me, like, I really want to know what's the odd of you, or like what's the odds of you not getting that final tile? Has anyone ever done that?
Okay.
Like a sheet of what the actual odd is?
No, because there's no odd to doing it. Like you can't.
No, I'm pretty sure there should be like
No,
There should
because
be an odd, I feel
okay,
like.
listen. What the QQ main said is that like
Probability.
hypothetically is that after 4 times you're guaranteed to get it, which is not the case, and many people have proven that before Pokke's video going like 10 deep. The problem is it's just like if you were to do a single pull every single time, right? Like it's the same coin flip. The same chance of you getting it is basically a 50-50. You want to get into
Chat, there actually is an odd. There is an odd. I'm not sure if I still have the slides, but there actually is an odd. I consulted the QQ mains for this, right? Way back in the days when I actually liked using QQ. I was genuinely curious with QQ. Oh my god, I still have it, guys. Alright, here it is. I was a dumb.
MrPokke? Gym content win?
Absolutely one day. Alright, so this was a really back 7th of July 2023. Look how fucking innocent I was back then. Reject gambling, embrace probability, right? So this is basically the odds for QQ's Taos gambling, right? Yep, this is the one, your sanest QQ main, chat. This is your sanest QQ main. So I was talking to him, he did a lot of simulation on that kind of stuff. So we basically got down the probability, essentially, right? So this is basically a probability. You guys don't need to read all that. I'll just jump straight into the summary. Oh my god, I was so fucking... Alright, this is the summary by the CN community as well, right? So the odds of you at this was me. This was me, okay? This was my situation for my 10 skill point, right? I had three same suits with one different suit. So the odds of me getting 4 of a kind in 5 skill points was 98.3%. Means the failure rate of me not getting 4 of a kind is 1.7%. And this number exponentially goes up all the way to 10 skill points. So this was way back in the days where 10 skill points wasn't a thing. So basically at 5 skill points, when you had 3 of a kind plus 1 random, you had a 1.7% chance of failing. And this goes up a lot higher as you go more and more. So that is basically the probability, right? So the exact math is basically, okay, you really don't need to understand this, but this is the, this is the probability, right? This is basically the probability. So yeah, I was young, dumb, and actually liked using QQ to the point where I was actually interested in the kit. Times change, guys, times change.
Really specifics, it could be like a 33 or some shit like that. But it's not something where like, oh, if you reach 15 skill points, for instance, you're guaranteed on the 16th turn. No, you're still flipping the coin at the end of the day. But because I guess the commonality behind it is like, oh, I've never flipped all 5 and got nothing from it. So it has to be guaranteed after the 5th. That's how they calculate that, right? Because otherwise, there's nothing in the game that says, you know, after X.
I sincerely hope that QQ mains didn't say that because that's straight up wrong. I really hope QQ mains didn't say that.
Or whatever else it is. So it's kind of there. But that's a big reason why I'm saying like that RNG factor is too dominant to ignore when it comes to trying to figure out where that character goes.
I guess so, yeah. Like I feel like when I said like based on your personal experience,
All
I don't
right,
mean
it
like
could
personal
be.
experience.
Oh my god, wait, chat. I know the reason why. Oh my god, wait. Car cry. You're absolutely right. E2 Imbibitor Lunae replaced my love for QQ. You're absolutely right. Yeah, QQ.
The thing is with her, like she's definitely strong. I don't think anyone is denying that. Like she can do a bunch of damage, assuming that.
Let me ask
you get lucky.
Since MrPokke is using QQ minus 50% luck, true.
Time period where I asked you if you had more to say about QQ.
Because you cut me off and we immediately went into Jingyuan.
No, I didn't.
You straight up cut me off.
Nuclear drama. EO cuts off Destiny, does not allow her to state her points, and forces his narrative upon the other content creators. Absolutely disgusting behavior, and he will be cancelled by the end of this video. Nuclear fucking drama. Oh no, it's over, man.
Me off.
I don't recall that. Chat, did I cut her off when she was talking?
Alright, chat. Completely joking, by the way. EO and Destiny, they're very close. It's just banter, guys. It's just banter.
I think we were related to Jingyuan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, because I spoke about QQ first, and then I asked Rehoo about it, and we were talking
He looks so fucking sad.
about QQ when I mentioned the ape. You said yes, chat, not. Everyone that said yes is banned. All of you are banned. There's no shot. You guys can't disagree with the streamer.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Technically, this is a stream together, so like.
No, you guys are banned. Banned. All of you are banned. The only way to save yourself from getting banned, is to sub. You got to sub up right now. Otherwise, you're all banned.
Yo, speaking of sub, did you guys know that you haven't even pressed the follow button? I don't think you guys noticed that you have not pressed the follow button, guys. It is completely free. And if you guys do have a Prime sub, it is also completely free to support MrPokke because I am going to be jobless next week, right? So I do appreciate the follows. I do appreciate the sub as well as for the YouTube members, YouTube chat, right? Members, right? Unfortunately, it's not free, but you know, I do love you guys, right? I appreciate it. I love you guys, right?
Damn, he just wants your money.
You're gonna get lightning lorded. I'm about to lightning lord every single one of you.
I'm gonna be really quick with what I want to say about QQ before this.
Mod precious balls.
For QQ, I would say 2 scenarios. She in no RNG situations and hitting those 2 are a big difference from hitting no tile to just the regular enhanced tile to getting all Tarky.
Yeah.
Okay, at this point, I'm sick of hearing about QQ. I'm good. I'm just gonna skip on.
What I see that you guys at Prydwen did that I did not approve of, this was not in my developer notes that I said go ahead and do. Like I did not approve of this. Why the fuck let me read this? Why did y'all push Sushang down? Let me see what happened. What was the reason?
Girl, I had so many show
Their performance and usage rates have been decreasing over the last few MOC phases as players simply have more stronger options available to them. Let me see who's stronger than Sushang here. Clara? You think more players have Clara?
No, EO. Listen, when you think about it, if you're looking for a break,
Deadass? Who the fuck is using Sushang nowadays? Like Deadass. Like if you wanted a breaker, you can use Luca. And that was like Sushang's like primary objective. Her attack scaling is so piss poor that you just rather use her as a breaker to just cause physical bleed. And you have Luca now, so like.
Which has her classified as. You're not telling me you're using Sushang over Luca. I love my girl Sushang.
Yeah, but like,
oh my god, yo, Rehoo has so many base takes today. Good shit, man.
Sushang.
Listen, I got 2 nitpicks. One thing that's always bothered me, 100%, and I'm gonna get to my other thing. Why is Guinaifen by herself and all the Dot homies get to be an A?
That's what I'm saying, man.
I've never understood why her out of the Dot family, Luca's there, Sampo's there. Why is Guinaifen not there?
I would personally put Guinaifen up there just because she streams. So she's also jobless, like me. So I'll put her up there, yeah.
You said she doesn't do it. The burn doesn't do enough damage. She's not doing enough. So hear me out, chat. Hear me out. Let me tell you why you're not doing enough damage. You are not running her as what she should be ran as. You want to tell me she ran? You see this icon here that says breaker with the shield breaking? That's what Guinaifen is. Guinaifen is not a character to be used for the burn damage because burn is ass. Let's keep that a buck, okay? Burn is ass. Guinaifen should be used for break damage, and then the burn just happens to be extra. Yo, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it.
Fire break literally does the least amount of break damage compared to physical and wind. Just saying. I'm just saying.
That's it. So if you use her the same way that you would think about using Luca and a little bit like Sui, both the added benefit of having DOT, now you have a better Guinaifen. That's where she goes. I've been trying to tell you guys about Guinaifen for a long time. That is a break unit. That character is fucking dumb. Have you seen break on Guinaifen? She's hitting 200 to 300 Ks. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yo, show me the fucking 200k Guinaifen. I'll retract that statement. Show it to me, alright? Show it to me later on. When we get into the account, show me the... I want to see it. I want to see it.
Genuinely. Yeah, she debuffs him on her own. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like she needs to be.
Bro, I bet something like I bet something like Ruan Mei, like just gig above, right? Ruan Mei, Seele Wolf, Pelating, you know, or whatever kind of stuff, and then like Guinaifen just does an ultimate on like 5 targets, and all of them weak to fire, and then has like five fire bricks. That might be possible. That might be possible.
Bro,
Yeah.
put her with.
If Welt gets to be MB, Sushang needs to be MB. Because if you've seen Ruan Mei with Sushang, the boss doesn't know what his hard.
There's no way. Welt can zero cycle now. Off element. Like, okay, I was gonna show this. I've already done a couple of zero cycles. I was gonna show this. This is gonna be the content for tomorrow, by the way. It is me calling out Gacha Smack. This is gonna be the content for tomorrow. Well, can already zero cycle with the addition of Sparkle. I don't think Sushang can zero cycle. Unless I'm proven wrong, I will stick by that. And therefore, from a DPS perspective, I don't think she's up there with Welt.
What? But Sushang is labeled as a breaker though. So like all she cares about is getting that toughness down.
Absolutely.
Maybe. Well, I think, okay, if we're looking at it from a break perspective, then yeah, I don't agree with C tier. But I think if we're looking at it from a DPS perspective, then maybe. But we're keeping the ideal scenario in mind, right? If we're
No, dude. The only reason why Sushang is not completely dog shit is because she breaks so fast. Her damage herself is just not existent because the damage skin is so piss poor. You need to wait for 10 billion years to stack on the sword stance or whatever it is. And the multipliers on the ultimate is so low. It's super, super low. It's like comparable to Herta levels of multipliers. And the only way you actually play Sushang is play as a breaker, in my opinion.
Sushang, out of this entire list, Sushang is like a top 3 hybrid character in the game. Maybe. Top 3, top 5. Somewhere around there. Sushang's ability to run a full crit build with minimum 150% crit rate.
I feel like the only character that can run a hybrid right now is Xue. No one else can run a hybrid, in my opinion.
Perfect. And we're talking about an E6
I could be wrong though.
She's a mini Seele. She's strong on her own. And then being able to shred through, especially if you're adding her with a mace.
Honestly, I don't want to go too hard on the Sushang take because me personally, I don't play Sushang a lot. But for the few times I did play her, I only play her as a breaker.
Crack it, apply bleed when you do crack it, so it still does a big shit ton of damage. And then you also get free skill points every time you do it against an enemy without a bar.
Oh yeah, that's also like
and she also has, what is it, after skill or after ultimate, she immediately jumps ahead anyway.
Yeah,
so you do skill, ult, skill, and then whatever enemy had a toughness bar, they're dead. Like it doesn't exist anymore.
Mom be like, yo, we have E2 Imbibitor Lunae at home. E2 Imbibitor Lunae at home. Sushang. Skill, ultimate skill. Yo, that's the E2 Imbibitor Lunae.
More. So I think Sushang definitely needs to be put in B tier minimum. I can't see that. That's like, even if I think about it that way, you would have to look at her purely from a crit perspective. Like, I'm not using this character to her full potential. Then I can see her being in C tier. If we're looking at it for the same reasons that I would think about it with Seele. But if I'm looking at Sushang as the hybrid character that I believe she is, personally, I'm putting her right. I think she does the same.
I did believe that hybrid Sushang is worse than break Sushang, but like I said, I could be wrong about this.
It's not a better job than Sui because Sui is limited to some things on her own as well, being the E6. But I like them both. But I think everything that, because okay, hybrid Sui is a lot harder to build and operate or pilot than hybrid Sushang. And because Sui doesn't give herself speed, you can't run attack boosts, and you need someone else on the team. And Sui doesn't like to be on other teams with a main DPS character. Sui is very weird about that, right? But Sushang is gonna do whatever she wants. Her time of judgment is coming. Oh no.
I love him giving the live updates as we speak about.
Right? He's like, oh yeah, don't worry.
Writing this down like,
Sui's going down to D tier with Jing.
my final stay on the specialist.
I would love to input this, but I just don't play both characters enough. But I just feel that this take is it's not gonna age very well. But I can't be the one saying this because I really don't play both of them enough. So yeah.
I don't know how much of a hot take this is, but I genuinely believe that
Genuinely.
save that for another.
Okay, I thought that's where you're going, but my bad. Where you going? Where you going?
No,
Genuinely.
Silver Wolf needs to get bumped down to A.
No.
Let's fucking go.
Because when you think about it,
No.
Oh my god, Rehoo. Yo, Rehoo has just have base takes after base takes after base takes after base takes. Like genuinely. Oh my fucking god, let's fucking go.
A+.
I have another hot take.
if we make
If you make an A+, I would allow an A+.
I'll put her in there. Yeah, I'll put her in there if we make transitional tiers, because there's no way in the world you're telling me that if we do move Sparkle down to S, that Bronya, Sparkle, Tingyuan are in the same realm as Silver Wolf.
Absolutely.
Well, okay. Hold on.
Absolutely. There's no world where Silver Wolf is the same tier as Bronya, Sparkle, Tingyuan. There's just no fucking world. I don't give a fuck if she like Nah, there's just no work, right? Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely
I
right.
think that argument could be made that silver is on the same category or tier as them.
No, not anymore.
Fuck
I do.
no.
Okay, let's put it this way, right?
Fuck no.
Too much AoE.
No.
Fuck no.
Now you-
Okay, I finally, I love how Rehoo is finally telling EO, yo, your zipper is unzipped. He's finally standing up. Could have happened 1 hour earlier, but at least he did it, right? So, yo, absolutely.
By default, Mono Quantum is now possibly a top 5 team, or remains a top 5 team, maybe top 3. So silver is
Okay, I would say that this top 5, top 3 team, I didn't really see EO's top team video before, but I would say Mono Quantum is very, very comfortable to play. You, as a free to play, as a low spender, if you use Mono Quantum, you can pretty much clear most things. But highest in DPS, I'm not very sure about it. But in terms of confidence, you can just chill and just clear. Absolutely. So yeah.
central to that. Boom, you're done. You also have all the debuffs she brings to the table by herself. She has multiple light cone options that she can run both paid for and free to play, and she benefits every single other DPS character in the game by being able to implant the weakness implants on them. What are we talking about? It's not. Why not?
Okay, because listen, Mono Quantum is what I would
Sarah. I know Sarah's not here, but oh my god, Sarah. Stop. Be neutral, alright? Let the content creator speak, Sarah.
I feel like I can't, because, all right, what are the top 5? We have Imagine Dragon, he's up there now. You have Jingyuan, you have Dot, right? Kafka teams. Excuse me.
Dr. Numbi?
Yeah, Dr. Numbi.
You got one spot left.
Quantum.
There's no
What else? No one else is stronger. Who else are we putting in that same? They have the same team synergies, they achieve what they want, and they 0 to 3 cycle. We've already said that Seele is straight up 0 cycles, whatever she wants.
Sure, what would be a top 5 teams? I don't think this top 5 team is equivalent to the highest possible damage. Because the top 5 team, the highest possible damage is just gonna be Ruan Mei, Sparkle, Jingyuan / Bronya, and then throw in a hyper carry. So Imbibitor Lunae, Jingliu, Doctor Ratio, Seele, Argenti, Jingyuan, all of them, they're gonna 0 cycle with this. That's gonna be the top 5 team. And they're basically the same team. So I don't think it's about higher damage. Probably he's just talking about like, what is he really talking about? What does EO mean by the top 5? EA says, yeah, true. Nothing? No, as in like, it's just comfort, right? Or like what is it? What's the criteria for top 5? Because we gotta look at the criteria, right? Top 5 archetypes. Top 5 is best teams to play. Top 5 are sustained. Freak. Yo, Sarah, what up, man? Stay neutral. Yeah, but anyways. You never 0 cycle with Kafka. That's skill issue. The actual team, not Harmony, Powerpuff Girls +1. Okay, wait, EO, can you clarify? Like, okay, you know what? Yo, EO, we're gonna get to this during the account audit. I want to wrap up this video so we can actually get started, right? We'll talk about this during the account audit. All right, let's continue.
There's so many other options that I feel like would do so much more, especially with how we have so many more enemies on the field now than we used to, with them all having so much damage, so much HP. And then also on the other side of that coin, we have a lot of content now that straight up replace the character each time someone dies. Yeah. So even if you do debuff someone with Silver Wolf, they're getting replaced and a new one's coming in. Now you have to debuff them again.
I feel like...
Yo, EO, just drop Silver Wolf to C tier, man. Like, legit, there's no... Okay, you know what? Yo, Rehoo, Giga-based. Genuinely.
That's good for Seele, though. Because it's applying...
For Seele, not for Silver Wolf.
Well, in Silver's case, remember what I mentioned earlier, right? Where you build a faster Silver, and in the event that you and Silver have whatever going on, Silver's going to be able to apply not only the weakness stuff, but the weakness implants, the defense drops and things like that, so that Seele has a much easier time triggering Resurgence. Because without it, we've already discussed it, you've seen it, I've seen it, I've done it. You're not hitting Resurgence off of like a clean max HP mob from Seele, no matter who's on the team, right? Like at that point, you're Jingyuan, Sparkle.
100% false. Seele, Ruan Mei. You don't even need a third. Seele, Ruan Mei, or like Seele, Bronya, Jingyuan, Ruan Mei, Bronya, Pella. Any of these 4, pick 2, she can 100% one-shot mob. Deadass.
And Mei.
You don't need Silver Wolf.
And Seele's not one-shotting these mobs to trigger Resurgence if you only have, hypothetically, Sparkle and an E0 Mei. You don't get that. You have to have, an E1 Mei.
Okay, you know what? To be fair, my Ruan Mei is E2, right? My takes are completely invalid because my Ruan Mei is E2. You know what? I'll just say that, alright? I am unrelatable, so I'm just gonna take it out. I'm gonna shut the fuck up, alright?
The negative 30 or 40, whatever percentage it is from the ultimate. So you're still weakening 2 enemies at the same time. I don't think any other character's doing that. Like Pela, yeah, she's gonna hit everybody, but then you don't have the weakness.
Wait, how the f does Silver Wolf weaken 2 enemies at the same time? Wait, what I miss here?
But if you add Silver to that team, it completes it. Like it allows her to do the one-shots to the mob so she can trigger Resurgence. And because Silver is building up ultimate, the elite boss already and constantly has the negative 30 or 40, whatever percentage it is from the ultimate. So you're still...
So 45% defense reduction, but that's only for the boss, right? You can't cast Silver Wolf's ultimate twice consecutive, right? Unless you're playing SU.
Weakening 2 enemies at the same time.
Nah, I'm pretty sure it's just single target.
I don't think any other character's doing that. Like Pela, yeah, she's gonna hit everybody, but then you don't have the weakness implant. But in that particular regard, I also...
The weakness implant then? Jeez.
don't think that Pela is helping break down the enemies the same way that Silver is doing, like HP wise.
I feel like in terms of like, which was the original point, Silver being with the likes of like Bronya, Jingyuan, and Sparkle, if we did put her down there, I still don't think she's as universal because we're still putting her only with Seele. Like what other team really wants
Silver?
or needs
Ratio teams that don't have E1 S1 Topaz.
Bro, then just pull better, bro.
Holy based. Okay,
Crazy, you said that. Just pull better.
Just pull better.
Also,
No, okay.
if we're looking at it from the future perspective, Acheron.
Sir, but
Yeah, we're looking at it from that, you know.
I don't know, man.
What the fuck?
Just see Bronya and
Yo, come
Tingyuan
the fuck on, man.
how universal they are and how many different teams they can be on. And like I can't put Silwolf on the same level just because of like how we've been talking about how Seele is getting messed up by the game itself.
Yeah.
Like we're getting characters or enemies that are just switching out enemies every single time you beat one up. And then not only that, now there's 2 elites. When we used to have 1, because when we used to have 1, and Silwolf was able to put the weakness on her or on them, and the defense shred, the speed minus, attack minus, all that type of stuff. She was god tier for that. But now that we have 2 elites, now you're gonna have to waste 2 skill points for that.
Well,
And then you're gonna have to waste
what we're talking about with Sparkle, right? Sparkle's giving you the overabundance of skill points as it is.
It's not about the abundance of skill point. It's about how fucking slow it's gonna take you to kill 2 elites with Silwolf. Okay, maybe not fucking slow, but like your other supports can do it faster. Why take 2 turns to implant 2 weakness, and one of the ultimate doesn't even hit the other dude when you can just use Pella? One ultimate mark everyone at 40% defense down, boom, just kill them. Or Jingyuan with like hyper carry battery, or Ruan Mei, or Sparkle, right? So like, dude, straight up, there's no world where Silwolf is the same tier as like Bronya, Jingyuan, Sparkle, and arguably even Pella. Okay, but I'll let it slide, right? I'll let Silwolf be in the same tier as Pella, even though that's really pushing it, in my opinion. But yeah.
So like I don't feel like that particular team, like the Mono Quantum, because if we're sticking to that idea with Seele, with Silver on the Mono Quantum team, Sparkle has to be there. So we're not going to remove what Sparkle's bringing to the team. If we're not using the Seele on the team or whatever, then yeah, I can see a difference, right? Like if we're talking about QQ, I probably wouldn't use Silver with the QQ because now
Guys, I have an E2 Silwolf. If you guys want to regret about, okay, you know what? If you guys want to talk about regret putting for Silwolf, watch this shit. Watch this shit. If I can not regret putting for Silwolf when this literally happened to me, you guys are good. Oh my god, it's gone. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? Wait, let me try to pull up the command. Oh my god, I forgot what's the command. Okay, but anyways, I basically failed Silwolf's 50-50 3 times straight. And I lost twice of it to Yanqing on Silwolf's banner. So you guys are good.
Was being able to use Sparkle. Most players that use Sparkle don't utilize.
Yeah, I won twice to Yanqing because I'm now close to E4 Yanqing.
Or have like your support and then the main DPS. And because Seele in particular is moving at the speed of light, she doesn't need Sparkle to pull her up, and she can't pull her up guaranteed every single time the way that 50% turns into 100%. But she can do it to Silver. So that idea or the concept of being
okay, I just want to say, Sparkle's 50% action value advance, 90% of the time, it is usually just straight up an extra turn. 90% of the time. Especially with Seele, because Seele is so fucking fast. Most of the time after Seele goes, you're almost there to the next turn already. So Sparkle pulling Seele is almost like guaranteed. There's no world where you would use Sparkle to pull Silwolf over Seele.
Being able to apply the weakness to the enemies, building up ultimate, that doesn't matter when you have Sparkle on the team, because now you can alternate between Seele having the boost and then Silver being able to apply weakness. And
like, respectfully, legit, no one does this.
Just brings up Seele anyway. But I
mean, no one ever does this.
At that point,
I gotta say real fast.
I know. That's because we mentioned that earlier. But like in the event that there's no A+,
yo, Destiny, stop yapping, right? Yo, Destiny, can you stop yapping? Let EO speak. Oh my god, this Destiny. I can't believe this.
If there's no A+, then she gets to stay in S.
Okay.
She can stay in S if there's no A+. But if there is A+, I would think
that's crazy.
Just because, like I said, and I saw someone in the chat say it as well. Like,
that's pretty bad.
But if there is,
but like in the event that there's no A+,
if there's no A+, then she gets to stay in S.
Okay.
I gotta say real fast.
I know. That's because we can't see her in A, because I still think she's better than Pela. I would have to say like she's A+.
I gotta say real fast.
I know. That's because we mentioned.
Stop yapping, man.
Earlier,
Genuinely.
like,
oh my god.
A lot of times you can find some substitutes.
Guys, this is all Bender, right? By the way, this is all Bender. Like all 3 of them, myself, they're all G. They are very close friends, right? We're all very close friends. So like, it's all Bender, right? There's no bad blood between Destiny and EO, or at least to my knowledge, right? Hopefully, there's not a nuclear drama. So yeah.
Where they're at. I don't know how much longer you want this to be, but I also have one other nitpick. But if you want to
for it, no, go for it.
Oh, HuoHuo needs to be S+.
No.
HuoHuo needs to be S+.
Oh my god. Yo, Rehoo, stop. My dick can only get so hard from the base takes. Oh my fucking god, dude. Dude, Rehoo just has base takes after base takes after base takes after base take after base. Like, did this. Like, I'm saying, man.
No way.
Listen, the reason why I say this is, let's be honest. No matter if you're using Fushwin, if you're using, and let me build it up before people start saying, no way you're saying this. Fushwin.
Yo, Nyrix is on your side. Oh my god, they're all agreeing with you.
Yes, listen. For Fushwin, HuoHuo, Luocha, Link, Jopard, Bailu, their job is to keep you alive, and for the most part, if you build them correctly, they're doing their job. Now, when looking at Fushwin and what she gives with the crit rate buff, with being able to give you a little bit more HP with her being healing, all good stuff. HuoHuo helps you so much offensively with a lot of these really cracked out characters, like Jingyuan being able to keep her in Honkai a lot longer. With Danhong being able to regenerate his own skill points, with Ratio being able to give himself more sub DPS availability, Jingyuan getting more stacks, Seele proccing Resurges, Ardenti getting his ult off. Which
oh my god, I'm gonna come
so greatly from whole regeneration.
Oh
and
my
also
god,
the attack
stop.
buff that her offensiveness makes up for what we would say not the brick wall that Fushwin is, but I
Oh
think
my
with how
god.
much damage we're getting and how much extra abilities,
Oh my
all
God.
type of stuff included that we're getting from HuoHuo. Not only does she have infinite cleanse, like she's doing.
I see where you're going, and given the fact that I think Locha is lesser than HuoHuo, I would have to agree by default. But
Yes, sir.
I feel like, and maybe this will just be something that we revisit once it happens, when Adventuring comes out, and we won't talk about like leaks or anything like that, but when Adventuring comes out, that's where I'm kind of like, okay, we can't have 3.
I don't give a f about venturing. I just think that HuoHuo is the best goddamn assassin in the entire game. Deadass. HuoHuo. Join the HuoHuo empire, right? Lowest banner sales in MiHoYo history. Strongest fucking sustain till this day, right? Join the HuoHuo army.
Like, someone has to get bumped back down to S tier, and I don't know if it would be HuoHuo or Adventuring, because he's bringing just as much, if not more, to the table, and as of right now, he's
Editor, crop this part out.
I think I've counted so far 3 or 4. Like, Adventuring is pulling in 3 or 4 different team comps on his back, like strong as shit. So I can't say like him and HuoHuo would be the same, but I can say him and Fu Xuan are very similar, if not on the same tier.
Fu Xuan, I saw someone say it in chat. Fu Xuan is for crit. HuoHuo loves dot, and these other characters can't fit.
Nope. No, HuoHuo works with every single DPS. Your crit, your dot, your DPS is even if my mom was a DPS, HuoHuo is gonna make her work, right? The energy regeneration, the attack buff, all the kind of stuff is way too fucking strong. You need crit, get better fucking gears, right? It ain't that deep. Just roll better, right? It's just legitimately just roll better, right? Energy regeneration, you can farm gears for 20 million years, you're never gonna get energy regeneration, right? So let's keep it about. Everyone works with HuoHuo.
Depending on how Adventuring is, I could only see them sharing a spot, or quite literally bringing everyone down. If he's just that broken.
I don't think he's that broken. Yeah, no, I don't think he's that broken.
I'm not even talking about Adventuring, so just forget about it.
I support it. I support it.
Me too, I wouldn't mind. But if we were to get a character in the realm of being Fu Xuan tier, I think they could share, in my own opinion.
I can see it, yeah. Okay, you know what? That's fair. That's definitely fair. But I think that should wrap it up. We had a nice little powwow tonight. I enjoyed this chat. Let me know if you guys want to see more of these. I feel like
I didn't even get to say what I wanted.
Yeah, anyway, so
What the fuck, dude?
So as I was
Oh my gosh.
What did you want to say?
Bro, oh my god. I was like, okay, first of all, I don't think Asta should have been dropped. We're going all the way back there.
Dude, deadass, I swear, EO completely forgot about Destiny. Like, deadass, he was ready to end the fucking video. Oh my fucking god, nuclear drama, atomic drama, guys. I swear he completely forgot about
that
that.
far behind.
Nah, I'll
Yes, because you guys kept going, and I'm like, oh damn. Every time I try to speak, like, oh, never mind. I'm gonna wait until the end, I guess.
Why do you need speed when you can get advanced forward? I'm just
Facts.
What?
Why do you need speed when you can get advanced forward?
You know what? Give me the power to server mute. The moment that Rehoo yaps too much, I'm server muting him.
What?
That's crazy.
Chat, did I talk too much?
What?
Chat, did I talk too much? That's the question here. If I see yes,
Little
you
bit.
Nah, it's Destiny. Destiny just talks too much.
A
It's all
little bit.
Destiny.
Yo, silence. I don't know if
No,
Prydwen
you're
deserves S tier.
fine.
But he
I
definitely
Yo,
would
chat.
be.
Out of the last, our last 2 minutes, Destiny can finally have a spotlight for the last 2 minutes out of a 1 hour 20-minute podcast. Let's fucking go, Destiny. Honestly, you were yapping too much.
To say is I feel like Asta could have stayed A personally. I feel like Dance 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 with her speed ult is just so freaking good. Like, I don't care what anyone really says about that. I just feel like she's really good. And A for Asta. And the other thing I was gonna say, and this is so off topic, so it's fine that it's at the end. When you're talking about Seele getting faster, I don't know why, but the Sonic X theme song queued in my head like the whole time, and then my brain just shut off.
What the fuck does that have to do?
I need to go to sleep or something.
Stop yapping, Destiny. Oh my god.
Man.
Oh my gosh, dude. All right, chat. Thank y'all for hanging out with me tonight. Thankfully, if you made it all the way to the end of the
She literally just said Asta shouldn't be A. Yo, EOQ. EO. What the f is going on, my man? What the f is going on, EO? What the fuck is going on? Bro, is he still here? You know what? Fuck it. I'll ask you in the account audit. Right? I'll ask you in the account audit. Oh my fucking
video.
god.
I appreciate you. If you made it to the end,
Hey guys, MrPokke's editor here. MrPokke forgot to do an outro again, so I am here instead. Don't forget to check out MrPokke's Discord and watch his streams on Twitch and YouTube. Links in the description below. See you guys in the next video.